Hey everyone, and welcome to this month's episode of CMDRHideaway. I'm your host, Moo, and I'm here with my co-host, Zach.
What do you do?
And today we got a pretty awesome game for you guys. We've got the guys from the Guardian Project podcast with us. So Andy and Coyle.
Great dudes.
They're two awesome guys. If you haven't checked out their podcast, you definitely should. I think you can get it anywhere that podcasts are available. But you should definitely check out what they do. They do some awesome stuff. So, but yeah, if we want to get into what we're playing, Zach?
Andy's playing a Gore Muldrak deck. The point of Gore Muldrak is to give away Salamander Warriors of the 4/3 variety. We saw him do that and a couple other things, so it's pretty interesting.
But he has protection from salamanders.
Yeah, he does, because Gore Muldrak is a amphibianologist. I think I said that right. And I'm playing Tevesh, Zat, and Thrasios. I think this is the first time I played this particular combo of commanders, and I'm just doing combo things.
That is accurate.
Yeah. What about you, Moo? What you got?
Yeah, so I'm playing my Kydele Vial Smasher partner deck. This was a very short-lived deck. I actually built it to play on this stream. Basically, the goal is to wheel a bunch of times, tap Kydele for a bunch of colorless mana, and then do stupid stuff, like cast Apex Devastator or something like that. So it's supposed to be a kind of fun deck. May have not worked out that way, but hey, that's okay.
We out here.
Yep. And then Coyle is playing Vega the Watcher, which is one of the new commanders from Kaldheim. And the way he built this was actually kind of cool. So he has several Cypher cards in this deck. So he ciphers them on Vega, attacks with Vega, and then he gets to recast them. And then obviously like flashback and all that stuff. But yeah, so it's a pretty cool deck. But if you're ready, Zach, we'll go ahead and get started and see what happens.
I'm ready for it.
Alrighty. Oh, so we got Andy up first. He plays his Misty Rainforest, passes to Mr. Combo Man Zach.
Got that forest and that Birds of Paradise.
You dropped Birds of Paradise turn one more than anybody I've ever seen, I think.
It's because I stacked my deck.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah. 2 islands.
Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, then Andy
cracks for
grabbed himself a breeding pool.
Yep.
And then another fetch.
Fetch City.
All kinds of color fixing in Simic over here.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going to play... That looks like a Hinterland Harbor.
That possibly. I was unable to tell, to be honest.
Oh, I understand. And then a Charm, a Simic Charm.
Signet? Same thing?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Basically?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And play Thrasios.
And of course, yep. Turn 2 Thrasios. It's great. I'm going to miscast at 3 visits because I don't have a green, in case you didn't notice. So we actually do catch this on Andy's turn. And I throw down a Felwar Stone and put 3 visits back in my hand and reshuffle my deck. That's my fault. I'm the king of misplays. So.
You are. And I'm the queen.
Yeah. That's right. And then, so Andy plays Gore Muldrak, and then here in a second, we catch that I miscast 3 visits.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm a goober. Don't mind me.
It happens. It happens.
I did get a Sally on Andy's instep though.
Yeah,
so
you did.
Got a quick 4/3 blocker right there.
Yep. Got an island here. That's a training grounds.
Yep. Tempt to cast a training grounds, and Andy saves the day and Fierce Guardianships it.
Every time. Every time.
Yeah. It was deserved.
It was.
And then you drop a Harrow, sacking a land, and doing a little bit of ramp.
Yep.
So we got, this is, I believe, Mr. Sally.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Mr. and Mrs. Sally.
Yeah. So I cast my 3 visits correctly this time. Don't mind me.
You got a mission briefing on Coil's side.
Yeah. So he's doing that on my instep. And then, yeah, it feels bad about the miscast, you know. Profit always in chat to catch that, though.
Yep. It's always profit or max.
That's true. And then Coil throws down Vega and passes a turn.
That bird's hot.
Yeah, didn't you want to build that deck at some point?
I did, because it was like a bird tribal thing, but I ended up... It's one of those lost ideas.
I gotcha. Then he throws down Edric Spymaster. So now, whenever an opponent hits attacks, get to draw a card.
Unless they hit you for 3 there.
Yeah, he did, and he got to draw a card. Or is it? It's like combat damage. It's combat damage is what it is. So I got Mr. and Mrs. Sally out now on his end step, by the way.
Yep. Let's see, and then what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Cast Yield Tevesh.
Yep, and then I believe I make some thralls here.
You do make some thralls.
I lost my thrall token. It makes me sad.
You lost it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
I probably have one somewhere.
Sweet.
I can send you one.
So what do you got going here?
Probably a whole bunch of nothing, actually. Nope. I don't cast Kydele.
I believe you do something here.
Yeah. So I swing my 2 Sallys at Tevesh, actually.
Yep.
And so you end up taking one to Tevesh and blocking with a thrall.
I love how Tevesh comes in basically with 2 blockers for him.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's just value.
Value town.
Yeah, and then Coil plays Hidden Strings, which has Cypher. So he's going to put that on Vega, and when he attacks, he can tap and untap target permanents. And then he drops a Monastery Mentor, which is, yeah, broken card.
Yeah, it is.
So he's swinging at Zach.
Yep.
For 2.
Well deserved.
And so, yep. So that's going to trigger the Hidden Strings, which he's going to get to draw a card from Edric, and then that triggers Hidden Strings, so he's going to untap 2 of his lands. And then because Hidden Strings went off, he gets a 1/1 Monk with Prowess. That's what you call an engine.
Yeah.
It's a churning. He's doing big things over there.
Yep. We got Yavimaya Coast played.
Oh, so I appreciate the monk drawing. It's beautiful.
It is. I just am not good at drawing tokens. I try, but...
Yeah. So Andy drops a Image Crafter. And so he can tap that and basically change the card type of a card, right? And so I guess the idea is to make things salamanders? Question mark?
I'm thinking so.
That would make sense, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody swings a Big Johnny at you, you just tap it and make it a Sally, and then you got protection. You sack throw, draw some cards.
Yep. What am I gonna do? Demonic Tutor.
Yeah, and best part about this is if you pay attention to Coil, he changes it from hoot 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 to nervous hooting noises when you cast Demonic Tutor.
I didn't catch that before. That's nice.
Yeah. So he's a little nervous now.
Yeah.
About what you're tutoring.
I don't even remember what I tutored for.
So I played Dark Deal, And you cast, I forget what the card is, but you stack the top of your library is what you did.
That is, oh man, I cannot remember what the name of that card is. I love that card though. Insidious Dreams.
Yeah, so you Insidious Dreams in response to the Dark Deal, and stack the top of your library, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's most likely what I detutored for.
You think so?
Yeah. Because I do that regularly.
Gotcha. Also, I don't know how to point and click out here. So I Dark Deal, then tap Kydele for 6. And then I play Yo Vial Smasher.
Vial Smasher. Do you still have that Vial Smasher?
I do. And then I use the rest of it, or I think I ended up letting some go away, but I cast a Howling Mine.
Love it.
Good guy move.
Yep. It's great magic.
Then I draw a card off Edric, because I hit you. And I swung one at Coil too, but he blocked with a monk. So then Coil flash of Insight for 4. So then he looks at the top 4, I believe puts one in his hand and the rest on bottom, if I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that would be correct. Then he moves to his turn.
Got a lot of cards in there.
Yeah. And as you can see, I've been missing land drops. It's great. Coil drops a talisman.
Looks like he's making another monk.
Yeah, he's going to swing Vega at me. Imagine.
Good guy move. Let him draw 2 cards and he swings at you?
That's what I'm saying, dude. So then he untaps 2 lands with the Hidden Strings. Creates a monk. Triggers Prowess, which doesn't make a difference currently because he didn't swing with him, but... I also really like his playmat.
Yeah, that's a good playmat. They did Planeswalkers for San Diego Comic-Con one time with that art.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's signed by somebody.
Yeah, I can see that. That's pretty cool.
Andy cast Balagad Recovery, returning card from his graveyard to his hand.
Like it was Fierce Guardianship.
Yes, that would be correct. And then he swings Edric and a Sally at Coil. And Coil blocks with 2 monks.
Windfall.
Yep.
It's a moose special.
That is true. And we had a long discussion about that Windfall, I'll add, because you stacked the top of your deck.
Yeah, I sure did.
So, yeah, we had a discussion about it, but since he got Fierce Guardianship back, I think we just ended up letting it ride.
Felt pretty safe, yeah.
Yeah. Because, you always, whenever you play Thrasios, you always gotta have an answer, because you do stupid stuff with that deck.
It's true. And it looks like I sacked Thrasios to Tevesh Zat.
Drawing 3, baby.
Yep. So that's an Underground River, I believe, that I played. And then another Signet.
A Dimir Signet, yep.
Got it right this time.
And then you Kodama's Reach and Vamp Tutor at the same time.
Yep. Trying to speed things up on the searching.
Yeah, I feel that. I respect it. I don't know what I did right there, so don't mind that.
Yeah. So things happened.
Yeah, things happen. Let's take backseat counter 1. I think I went to untap and then like you were going to do something, so I went to start tapping my stuff.
I think I played
down,
that
maybe.
elf.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. So yep, that would be correct.
I don't remember which elf that is, but that's one of the ones that you tap to put a card in play or a land in play.
Yeah. So I play Teferi's Puzzle Box followed by a Dockside for 3, which is not great, but it's better than nothing. I netted a mana,
Netted
so
1 mana,
we're out
that's
here.
still good.
Yeah. So then I use the treasures and tap a blue to Villainous Wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you for 1 because you vamp tutored. So I exile Dramatic Reversal off the top of your library.
Got that.
Got him.
Every time.
Complete waste of a Villainous Wealth, but, you know, I knew you had vamp tutor to the top, so...
I mean, I think it was worth it.
I think so, too. Cool cast Stolen Identity, making another Monster Mentor. So now we're going to get double the monks. It's great. It's fine. It's like that meme where he's sitting at the kitchen table and everything's on fire and he's like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now with these Monastery Mentors.
You should take a picture of of Champ and let me Photoshop that up.
I could. That would be pretty hilarious, actually.
I think so.
Yeah, so... Cole swings Vega at me, and then he swings 2 monks at Andy, and then Andy takes one and blocks one with the Image Crafter, and then before damage taps it to make that monk a salamander, is what happened something along those lines there. So he took one, blocked one, but luckily his thing didn't die, so that card's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I'm missing Remora.
Yeah. We all feed that thing too.
Yeah, we do.
We're not good at the whole paying our taxes in a game thing.
Nope. I mean, 4 mana's a lot.
Yeah, so basically, Coil cast Glimpse of Freedom in response, and then Zach, you Force of Vigor targeting my Teferi puzzle box and my Felwar Stone.
Yep.
And then in response to that, I told Larian wins, so I basically put cards in library, draw that many back out, and then Andy went to Pognify Vega. So then everything resolves. So Vega's gone. My Teferi's Puzzle Box and Felwar Stone is gone. And Mr. Remora resolved. A lot happened there.
Yeah.
And then he hits Coil with a Sally.
Good one.
And then makes himself another Sally. It's great. Coil blocked with a bunch of monks because he's got a bajillion at this point.
Yep. And he's got 2 Monastery Mentor copies too, it looks like. That's what the MM is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of bad things happened over there that we didn't pay attention to be honest.
Yeah. That happens.
We're very bad at threat assessment, so... but here... So you cast the first one, retreat to Kazandu, and then you cast retreat to Hagra.
Yep.
And then now you're casting the retreat to Korhelm. The trifecta of retreats.
All of them.
Yeah. And you play... Actually, I think... Yeah, he just nature claimed. So you play your bounce land, and then in response, he nature claimed the Korhelm.
Yep.
Retreat. Yep. Which was arguably a good move.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crux of the combo, so...
Yeah, that was a good call on his part.
For sure.
And then,
is that Walking Atlas?
I think so. Yeah, that would be correct. So then you, pass the old turn.
Yep.
We dodged a bullet. He almost won. Because basically you can infinite gain life and drain us, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I could. Oh, no, I couldn't without Korhelm. I can only do it, like, twice.
Right. I'm talking about if you have all 3.
Yeah.
So, I dropped Locust God. Vial Smasher Trigger hits Andy. Deserved. after that Mystic Remora, even though he saved us. So this is and then I swing my 2 Sallys at you, Mr. Sally and Sally Jr., which at one point my Mrs. Sally got killed, so now Mr. Sally's a single father. It's very sad. And then Coil just making monks, dude. It's ridiculous.
So many.
Yeah. Actually ridiculous. And he just passes, dude. It's always scary when a blue-white player just passes with all their mana up.
It is.
And he plays for Mystic Remora's cumulative upkeep. Unfortunately.
Yep. Propaganda comes down.
Yep. That's rough. Coil was talking about how he had 14 cards in hand, and then I showed I had a Windfall in hand. Bet you can't guess what happens on my turn.
Certainly not a Windfall.
No, I would never do that. I'm a nice guy, you know.
Yeah, you are.
You cast Fabricate.
Fabricate.
Looking for, yeah.
Got Rings of Brighthearth.
Fabricate's a good card, dude.
I like that card a lot.
When I played Locust God, I ran it and looked for Teferi's Puzzle Box every time.
That makes sense.
And then you do one to all of us from the Black Retreat to Hagra.
Yep.
You drop Rings and Basalt Monolith.
Field of the Dead.
Yeah, but you actually take this back. So that's your take back sees 1.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's your 1 take back sees. We each got 1 right now. Except for Andy and Coil. They don't have any.
They don't
yet.
have any.
No.
Great Magic players.
Yeah. Top tier Magic players, Zach and I are. Just don't mind us.
Yep. Trying to play Thrasios.
Yeah. And then Coil
Looks like he has a
counters
response.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. So he cast Fervent Denial. He also feeds the fish, I might add.
Yeah.
And then you play Field of the Dead for real this time. Creating zoomies.
Zoomies.
And I continue to misclick, like a professional spell table player I am.
You're getting locusts.
Yeah, I'm up to 4 right now. And I dropped the old Windfall.
14 cards.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It's great. Vial Smasher hits Coil. So then I have a ton of locusts now. It's great.
So many locusts.
Yeah, so then I tap Kydele for like 16. I use 2 of it immediately to attempt to flashback Echo of Eons.
Nope.
And then Coil casts Purify the Grave and targets Finale of Devastation, exiling it from Andy's graveyard. Probably a decent move. So then Echo of Eons resolves. And then we all draw 7 more. So now I've got like, I think it's 25 Locust?
Something like that. A
Yeah,
lot.
25 Locust. Then I play a Soul Ring. I still got all that mana floating from Kydele. Still got 13 left. And then a Fate Unraveler. Which is what this deck was supposed to do, so. And And then, yeah, for trying to combo off, I smack you with 25 Locusts in the air. Trigger Edric, Spy Master, I draw 25 more. So now I have 25 untapped Locusts.
Yep.
Oh, it's great, dude. And then a Propaganda of my own.
Get him.
I mean, you know, I gotta protect myself from the monks, too. Coil scries with Castle Vantress, I'm pretty sure is a blue one.
Yep.
Then he plays a Battle Screech, creating 2 flyers, and then flashes it back immediately. I think. No, he doesn't. I thought he flashed it back for some reason, but he does not. I don't think. Oh, yeah, he does. He taps 3 monks to flash it back. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, so he taps the 3 monks. That's the flashback cost on that card. And then, so now he has 4 flyers. And then, before Coil moved to combat, Andy Beast was then my Propaganda. So then Coil swings all his monks with 2 prowess triggers at me. And I block, obviously, with my Locust. So I'm down to 12 now. So sad. Well, that's 12 untapped. Still got 25 tapped.
To that bird token.
That's a beast.
Oh,
terrible
beast.
Handwriting. Yeah.
Oh, what Coil just make?
Oh, that's the birds from the Battle Screech.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, so he played Battle Screech, made 2 birds, then flashed it back. Andy plays, not sure how to say this. You got it, Zach?
Yeah. Lawan Cephalid Empress? Bouncing all blue creatures?
Yeah. So there goes all my Locust, unfortunately. Yeah, that's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. I worked hard about making all those.
Yeah, you did.
I drop a Waste Knot. Great card.
Yeah, it is.
And then attempt to cast Winds of Change. And in response, Andy pugnifies my Fate Unraveler. I attempt to Swan Song. But he's just got the answer, and now he goes to Reality Shift in response to that. Fate Unraveler. So Reality Shift resolves, and then Swan Song resolves, countering the Pugnify.
Yep.
I guess it fizzles, actually. The Pugnify will fizzle,
yeah.
so it doesn't have a target anymore. So he doesn't get a bird. Thank goodness.
I'm just here organizing cards.
Yeah, so then we Winds of Change and move to Coil's turn. Plays him an Arcane Signet.
Make some more monks.
Yep. Always be making monks. So then he casts a mass diminish, targeting me. So all my creatures are 1/1s now. So he's trying to take me out is what's happening.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. But you remember how Andy got my Propaganda?
Yep.
Before he moves to combat, I Chaos Warp Andy's Propaganda. Basically leaving it wide open for Coil to kill both of us.
Mutual assured destruction.
Yeah. Vial Smasher trigger hits Andy, I believe. And Andy flips that Changeling guy. So, and then, as you can probably guess, this is pretty much the end of Andy and I. Before damage, he cast a Radical Idea, get another Prowess trigger, and yeah, that's game.
Yep.
That's all she wrote for us. So yeah, Cool took it home this episode. It was really cool decks though.
Yeah.
Cool's deck is definitely not what I expected when he started playing all those Cypher cards.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Never even thought about that.
Yep.
And
yeah,
I was a little disappointed, Mr. and Mrs. Sally. You know, Mr. Sally is now a single father because of Coil blocking my Sally. It was pretty disappointing.
Well, them's the beats. But we definitely want to thank everybody for watching this episode, and follow Guardian Project on Twitter. They're at Guardian Pod, and
yeah,
you can find me at Z4CK38. And what about you, Moo?
Yeah, and then you can find me at MTGMoo, and then you can find Zach and I combined at CMDRHideaway. We stream Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time on Twitch, and it's just twitch.tv/CMDRHideaway. And then we also have some Friday streams, not super regularly, at 8 Central Time. So be sure to swing by and check us out. And yeah, we'll be here for next month's video. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.